Nothing can divide us, nothing separate us, nothing can divide us. No one can stop me from loving you. When me pit bulldog bark, man catch them afraid. Man a choke in a wall, man a run cross gate. Fatty squeeze through the grill, fatty take off weight. Yo, no don't laugh after me singing, you know. No don't laugh after me singing. All right. Why me start with that? Why me start with that? Because today we are gonna talk about music, right? I never did some more and go with it, you know. Because volume 2, me mention a name, right? Vibes Cartel, right? And I say Vibes Cartel should be uplifted, but I know Vibes Cartel alone. It's not Vibes Cartel alone. Is artist and music in Jamaica. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. When a country decide that it is going to be self-sustaining, any country that is thriving now, one of the key attribute is that they have a set of resources that can sustain the country. Now, when it comes on to resources in Jamaica, yeah, we hear some stories about Jamaica natural resources, i.e., bauxite. We don't have the sugarcane thing that much no more, right? But all with natural resources, them from all indications, I know Jamaica, the country slash the government own them, right? But we have a resource that is untapped when it comes on to the government, right? And that is music, right? That is music. And this is a tool that the government can use if they do it properly, right? To elevate the country out of the state that it is in. But they have to do it properly. Yeah? But we not touch upon the economic part yet. We are going to talk about sound, melody, frequency. Because for a long period of time, right, even now, there is a popular question. And the question is, does music cause violence? And the answer to that is yes. Whether directly or indirectly, that is a different conversation. Yeah? And listen to my argument, right? Sound, music, melody, the combination of both is not a today or yesterday thing that I come from way back when. So we can't give the music credit for one thing, and because something terrible happened, we have to take the music out of it and say, no, music can't cause that. Because music causes you to be happy, music causes you to be sad, music make you feel in love, all of these things, right? And if you don't believe me, I want you to try this. Yeah? Tomorrow when you drive go work, or if you walk go work, plug in your phone and put it over your head. Zane? Or turn on your radio in your car. Yeah? You drive from town, go mobile. Or wherever you drive to. If you drive from Papine, go halfway tree. Yeah? And I want you can find the song when me just did that sing. The Vibes Cartel song. I want you to play the song. Yeah? And when you reach halfway in the journey, you switch the dial. Or skip the song. Right? Me I talk about dial like so in the 1940s. Right? But you switch the song, right? And you start play a soul music. And I can guarantee you that without you even noticing it. No, me I tell you the variables them now, right? And you are gonna watch out for them. But without you noticing it, the way how you drive, the interaction with people becomes different. And that is a fact, right? Why is this? Because music does something to the dopamine in your brain. Yeah? Music do that. What is dopamine? Dopamine is the neurotransmitter that is responsible for feeling. Yeah? I mean, I don't want to use too much big word because I want everybody understand what I say. But there is something in your brain where music affect, right? And that cause you to react them with it. But just like it can make you react and be happy and feel good, it can make you react in an opposite way too. You know understand what I say? That means that when you listen to a song with aggression, it'll have an impact on your brain, just like when you listen to a love song. It'll have an effect on your brain, same way. Yeah. So that the argument then, no, if people still think about this, just do the research. Just do a quick research. You don't even have to do it long. Of the history of sound. And I can give you plenty example of this. Why in the army, right? Why do they constantly bang drums? Boom, 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 boom. When you watch all of the war movie them, you notice a drum in the battalion them. Yeah, a drum there with the soldier them. Why is that? Is it because one man can't shoot good and him just carry that drum and beat it? No, it's because of the sound and the impact of the sound on the soldiers that are marching with the drum and the other soldiers over there, so where them are fight against. Is a real thing. We forefathers them, why them always, let me turn off this, why them always a beat drum, our African forefathers them, is not because them just feel like them are going to waste them time. It's because they understand that sound does something to your brain, right? There is a frequency that sound carry, and when you mix it with words, it creates a melody that can impact your brain. Yeah, and that's why when somebody open their mouth and you walk past a TV and you see the voice are going around them. So, man, I see that somebody that sound good, and it just captivates you. You have to stop and watch. Yeah, music does that. That is the power of music. Yeah. So, in the movie, right? In the movie, every movie, if it not have a sound to it, the movie sound different. Yeah. So you see when the shark chase somebody in the movie, dun, 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 sound, music, it causes a different effect. So if them remove that totally from the movie, it's a totally different movie I watch. Yeah? It's a reason why in a Grand Theft Auto and them thing there, them have you play the music in your car because it do something to your brain. In a church, if them take out the drum and the guitar and the everything out of the church, if them remove the choir from the church, yeah, studies has shown, right, that when choir members are singing together, it does something to their brain. It creates a sense of security and togetherness. That is the power of music. That is the power of sound. Word, sound, and power. All of our artists them from Jamaica sing that over and over and over. Music, one of our greatest musicians, caused a social uprising from what? Music in Bob Marley. You know, understand? Music is very powerful. So we can't just give the credence to the good thing when music do, and we are say it can't have the opposite effect. Of course it can have the opposite effect. But the question becomes, what should we do about it? Right? What should we do about it? And we are at a stage where there is no way, and I do not think that this is fair, to tell the artists, the dancehall artists, which is a genre created by our people, right? Not just for our people anymore, but for everyone. And everybody love this, right? You can't tell the dancehall artist, no, say, yo, don't sing no songs, no slack song. That don't make no sense. If I saw you, I go try curve it and prevent it from the causality of it, that don't make no sense. You're not going to succeed. Why you're not going to succeed? Because there is so many exposure right now, right, that you cannot control that. So if you take away your kids' iPhone, when them go school, them are going to hear it from them friend. Yeah. So if them not hear it on the bus when them go to school, when them reach school, them friend have a phone and them just take you and start listening. You know what I say? Yeah. And we are going to talk about parenting as well, you know. We're gonna talk about parenting as well because me's a parent. Zin? But that is for your next story. We are talking about music now and the impact where it can have and is having, right? And what we need to do about that. Yeah. What we have to do is teach young and old about music, sound, melody, and how it can affect we. Yeah. And when you understand that it can affect you certain way, just like how me tell you, say when you go work, you go turn on one song and turn on the next song. No, because you understand that song, music, melody can affect you in another way. No, there is a deliberateness to your action because you know that this can cause you to react in a certain way. So now you are very deliberate about what you listen to, when you listen to it. That is what we have to do. So if we not teach them about music, right? If we don't teach them about music and just I try take with them iPhone, I try take with them listening devices, we are gonna totally fail. We have to teach them say sound can cause you to do this. And it is also not fair because we know say a lot of the dancehall artists, shout out to all of the dancehall artists, them, right? We are do the right thing, right? It is not fair. We know that a lot of them come from impoverished community. I can answer that really good, right? So if they find a vehicle now, right, to make them some money, to make a living for themselves and their family, we can't say we are gonna take that from them. Oh, that fear. No, you are gonna get a reaction. You are gonna get a reaction, and the reaction there, you're not gonna like it because it's gonna be a very aggressive reaction. Yeah, but instead of doing that, we have to educate the listeners of the music so they understand what the music can do. And because they know, understand what it can do, they're very deliberate in their action when they are listening to the music. Yeah. So stopping dancehall music is not the answer, but educating people about sound, melody, and what it can do, that is where the answer lies. You know, see it? Yeah. So the answer is yes, it does. It does have causality, right? But the answer to that is the answer to the causality where it causes is not to remove this thing, is for us to educate people on this thing so that it doesn't affect them in the way, in a negative. You know, see it? Yeah. But make we talk about how, because as I mentioned, Jamaica, because we have one of the biggest music influencer, and that's why I tell you say, and meanwhile, it got sound like me as I beat the politician them, but and I beat them, right? We create a opening so them think outside the box, right? Because each one teach one, right? Nobody no too small or too big for you listen to, or for you listen. Nobody no too important or um 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 is less of importance for you to say, yo, let me hear what a brother I say. You understand what I say? So, because we have such a big music influence, one of the biggest in the world, everywhere we go. Me go Thailand with the year, Jamaican influence, Rastafarianism. Yeah? When we go Spain, Rastafarianism, England, me can sit down and name the places over and over, but we have an influence and music drive that. Music are one of the biggest driver of the influence. So my question is, how is it that we can be so influential and Jamaica don't even have a proper musical facility, right? Jamaica does not have a place where our music is always playing. And that is totally feasible, right? That is feasible. All right. You see, in America, when you go Tennessee, you have a road, right? And it come like when you go, how we can describe it. All right. Or you describe, say, downtown market. You say you go downtown market and you have the stall them on the two side and be people that sell them things. That is what happens in Tennessee. Only thing, there are bars. there are bars, there are different facilities that all them do are just play music, live music. Yeah, Jamaica, for the musical influence we have, we should have somewhere like that. We should have somewhere like that, right? And that would be a tourist hotbed for Jamaica itself. Yeah, and we not leave out the locals out there, because we have to cater to our people first, as I always say. Yeah, but somewhere like that should exist in Jamaica now, and it does not exist because we now look upon the resource that is music, right? That is one of our biggest influence across the world and market it properly. Yeah, music can become a multi-billion export if properly monetized in Jamaica. I have no doubt about that. And any artist right now, if you take the biggest dancehall artist now, who is Vibes Cartel, let's say it. I mean, not in the back and forth. No, no Vibes Cartel the biggest. I know that way they about. You understand? So you take one of them. So you take one of the biggest artists and ask him, say, yo, you were born in this situation and you have managed to make it out and market yourself to to the world on this level. You have to come show me how you do that. And the government can do it because of them in charge. What you mean say them can do it? Yeah? If them not have the know-how, them can bring them together and learn how to do that. And just do it on a macro scale. Expand. Yeah? Upon what them know. So what we entertainment minister and them people there. And them kind of work if you put in. You know, see it. We don't have no festival outside of the traditional ones like Sumfest and them thing there. We have annually. You understand? But it should be a global branding effort. You see me? But we don't have that. One artist equal to a job network in itself, because one artist, you need engineer, you need dancers, you need designers. When them perform, you gotta have people that come out and sell. You gotta have. We can go on and on and on. But you understand what I say? Yeah. The root of this, it can go back to the educational system, because we have been so successful in music and have such a worldwide influence without the proper business education in music. Imagine if we did have the proper business education in our music and technology adoption. We don't have that. We don't have an institution in Jamaica where teach artists the amount of artists we produce. We teach them and say, this is how the business education in music go. I saw you if you do it. I saw you if you get your money from your and get your deal them from right. So we don't have that. Yeah, the technology, we are so far behind in technology. Yeah, yet we produce some of the best musicians them now. Yeah, and we just use the little what we have. Imagine if that was being done properly. Yeah, music is more than entertainment, right? It is more than entertainment. It can be an economic engine. It can be an economic engine for the nation that is Jamaica. But the proper things them not in a place for that happen. Yeah, and the government can harness that. The government can harness that and market it to make the country better. We can be a hotbed where the world look upon and say, yo, I have to go to Jamaica, you know, because me hear say this place in Jamaica where them play music 24/7. Yeah, and them only break for lunch. You understand? And we have to go there. So why not us? Why not us? Why we can't be the place to do that? And it can happen. No matter, people are going to tell me, say, oh, people are going to rob people are going to do. No. If the government spearhead this, them can make sure, say, something like that happen and people are safe. It just needs to be planned and done properly. Yeah? And use it as a platform for build and build and build and make the world come see that. Yeah? And from inside, marketing the music externally, it can be done much better. You understand? But may I say this to say that, right? I mean, say we live in a society where patience is people don't have much patience. Zine, I'm mindful of that anytime I do them thing. Yeah. But may I say this to say that artists in Jamaica, music should be elevated to a level where the country can benefit from it. And even though you have some artists that benefit from music because they have been there and done that and learned the tricks in trade, and some artists have struggled to get there, right? Because they don't have the proper education and the mafia make them mistake, learn from it, blah blah blah. May I say this to say that the country can use this platform because of how big a music influence Jamaica have, right? And market it properly and make it beneficial to the country. Zin? Yeah. But before we go, me love the feedback we I get pan volume 1 and volume 2. Yeah. So give thanks for all of the feedback we I get. Me really appreciate it. And if you like if you like the content, like the video. And if you don't like it, make we know why you don't like it. Yeah, because we there have to learn same way. You understand? We there have to learn. So subscribe to the channel if you want to do that. If you don't want to do that, that is okay as well. Maybe you just want a quick watch and then you move on. Yeah, we not really force the thing. Yeah, some people are get left behind. That's how it go. You understand? So big up on yourself and people. One love every time. Make we know what you think. Then bless up on yourself. Peace, my people. Love on you.